you're not depressed, your life just sucks. I'm going to get into it. Why people are depressed. Also, my take of how to cure it. People say it can't be cured, whatever. This is a take from a guy who I know, all these other videos you probably watch where it's like, oh, I struggle with depression and they help the person through it. This is not one of those kind of videos. This is just my take on the entire thing. So, and why do you even care? I'm just some random guy. Honestly, overall, I think I'm pretty happy. I do what I want for work. I feel good pretty much every day. I like to wake up and work. I like to really. I like every day. Every day is definitely slightly different, and it's pretty fun. And I'm just gonna be telling you guys my take on how to cure depression. Just want to do a disclaimer. I am not like a psychologist. This is all for entertainment purposes only, right? But let's just get right into it. So, I would say number one, if you're like, man, I'm depressed, your life probably sucks and it's probably your fault. And I know, there's probably a 0.03% of people where something happens to them that's tragic that they can't deal with. I know there's people with some hormone imbalances, which for the most part you can fix, even though if people told you you can't fix it, you can fix it most of the time. And yeah, so this might be going this is probably going really against the grain for a lot of things, but one other point too is we weren't designed to live in some of the things that happen in our modern society. So what do I mean by that? Some woman that should have been picking like vegetables out of a freaking garden for hundreds of years is now getting exposed to short form content that's super high dopamine, that it's just you scroll and there's all these different clips, and she's living in a society where the food's somewhat there's all these different pesticides, there's all these different chemicals in the food. They put tons of sugar in the food. There's all these oils that we shouldn't be having, right, in the food. So there's all these different factors. You have your environment, you have the food, and then you just have what you're actually doing. Those all three of those things are going against you. While I would say several hundred years ago, it's completely different. And okay, we're talking about depression. What does this have to do with this? So basically, all these different factors, you have the lower class, middle class, upper class, whatever. Then you have the ultra wealthy people, the people that we all serve or whatever, the elites, right? So what does this actually mean for you? So essentially, if you're depressed, it's probably because one, there's some type of strain. So number one, it's probably one of the major things I would say your finances are not in order. If you have to work every single day, you're probably going to be depressed because you're doing something that, one, you probably don't like doing, and then two, you have to do it every single day just to keep your head above water. Those two main things, I think, lead to one of the most, biggest factors of depression. It really sucks to not have options. If you have options, you're usually more happy in life. If you don't have any options, it's gonna really suck, right? Second thing, your fitness is not in check. I've been on a fitness journey. I made another video about how I lost 20 pounds in 3 months. I'm trying to get better. Obviously, you can see by my face, I'm not some crazy Instagram, whatever, Chad guy or whatever. But, we're working on it. I'm trying to get better. overall, like, I'm just trying, like most other people. I was like, all right, I tried to work out for 4 years. 4 years. Wasn't really getting any results. Didn't know what was going on. Got a personal trainer, and I'm actually gaining weight pretty much each week now. I can lift more weight than the prior weeks. I can I can do a little bit more cardio, right? I'm way stronger. Like, I'm 26. I'm actually the most physically built I've been just because I've been focusing on lifting. But I was only able to do that because I created some bit of time freedom too, because that's the thing is, and you have way more time than you think you have depending on your situation. You might not have time, but yeah, I mean, I set up my life in a way where I would actually have time. I think number one reason, or I guess number three reason, is just like your living expenses are way too high. You're living so far out from beyond your means that it creates all these other stress. Like, if you have to make $5,000 a month just to live, that's a really tough spot because your expenses are so high. But if you're a guy and you live in an RV, oh gosh, I hit the light. Maybe we can hit it back on. Oh, there we did. All right. If you live in an RV, you might spend $1,000 a month, right? I'm not telling everybody be homeless, live in an RV, but to me, it's a basic equation. If you have to make like 4K a month to live, but you have the optionality of like living in an RV for, a year or two, maybe go do that so you can save an extra $2,000 a month without having to work all these crazy hours. Maybe the stretch to get a certification so you can increase your income. I don't know what that is. For everybody, it's different, right? But in my opinion, if you're depressed, it's your fault. If you're and like everybody feels a little sad too. This is the thing that I personally don't really understand with people that are depressed, and I'm sure there's gonna be somebody in the comments that's gonna give some hate. You don't understand me, this and that. If you did all the things that I said and complain, that's all right. But if you got your finances in order, right? You got your health in check, and your cost of living's like pretty low to the point where, and you don't have like a bunch of material things, like you don't have like all this crazy stuff tying you down. You didn't take money from random people so they have control over your life or whatnot. Or got money because like there's people out there that get like allowances from their family because their family had like some type of generational wealth. I'm saying basically, if you did all these things, right, where you have your control over your own life, fitness is in check, the food you're eating is somewhat decent, and yeah, overall you just create time freedom for yourself and you're still depressed, I don't know, man. Like, I would, obviously not advice here, but like I would think like, oh, like you got to see somebody, but or talk to somebody about it. Talk to your bro about it, right? Another bro, or I would imagine if you're a girl, then talk to another girl. But yeah, I would say like talk to somebody where you're like, wow, their life is awesome, and then see what that is. One other problem I find too that of people that are like super depressed, and this is the thing too, is like I feel like the people that make videos like this, they're also depressed. Like they're also like, oh, like I really, really hate my life, and then they're just trying to help other people that also hate their life, which doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I thought it was just a really like random thing. I was like, I'm just gonna make this video because there's one person that benefits from it. That's my goal, and I know I'm probably kind of all over the place right now, but I would say overall, like if you're depressed, it's because your life sucks, and it really sucks because it takes a lot of work to make your life not suck. especially if you grew up and you weren't, like you can see I have a, you guys might not know what this is, but I have a flat lay in the background. I sell like different products, and it's a skill that I learned, right? Like it didn't take too long to learn, but I learned it. It doesn't make a lot of money, it makes like $1,000 to $2,000 a month. That pays for pretty much all my bills, so I don't have to worry about that. And like if I just maintained that $2,000 a month, I could do it part time and probably have enough money to live my entire life, because my yearly expenses are pretty much sub 20K. Even with like people are like, oh, because I got this and the cost of this going up, this and that. It's like you can figure it out. I saw this thing where somebody said that you could eat. They said you could eat healthy for like $80 a week, and nobody believed them. And then I thought about it a little bit more. I'm like, yeah, like you could get a big bag of rice, you could get 90-10 ground beef, and then you could get like broccoli and some mixed vegetables. That whole 90-10 ground beef from Costco, that whole thing is probably going to last you a week and a half, 2 weeks. And it's like less than $100. And I would say like that, to me, that's healthy food. That's better than most food you're going to get anywhere. So pretty wild, absolutely wild. The overall message I'm conveying here is that if your life sucks, if you're depressed, it's probably because your life sucks. And if your life sucks, it's usually a symptom of not having money. Not having good relationships is also a big one. Like, there's people that have money, but their relationships are just so bad. Or there's people that, like, their relationships are so bad, and then that's holding them back from getting money. So, like, if you have family issues, like I've heard where people, like, oh, they have issues with just their close family members. Usually other parts of their life are absolutely destroyed there, too. Because if you don't have some of those foundational relationships, then like you can't get anything else up. You can't get the finances up, and obviously there's people that can and whatnot overcome it. But I'm just saying, in general, the average person, if they have some sort of relationship issues, their family, their finances are probably going to take a toll. And then that all leaks into their mental health's going to take a toll, because there's financial stress, relationship stress. Like, we're pack creatures. We're supposed to, like, be together, right? Like, we're supposed to be together. I don't know. I'm thinking about, like, The Walking Dead. We can all live together, Carl. It's like the intrusive thoughts are coming in right now. That we could all live together, Carl. Right? But I'm just some random dude. This is my take. I just hear the complaints. I have depression. I can't do this. Can't do that. It's like, yeah, because you say you can't do it. Like, and I really want to emphasize the point of, like, I do not like doing certain things a lot. Like, and that's the thing. Like, is that depression? You guys can let me know in the comments. If you don't like doing something, is that depression? I don't think so. I really don't. I think sometimes you just gotta endure the suck. Like, you just gotta endure, like, just, like Gary Vee talks about it. It's like, you just gotta eat crap. Like, you just gotta just grind through it, right? Sometimes you gotta grind through it, but if you're grinding through the wrong thing, it's not good. Like, in my opinion, you gotta grind through something where you're like, man, this is a lot of work, but, like, I'm so happy I did it. Like, you're not against the grind. You're not like, oh, like, it's not like a grind to you, but you're like, man, like, I'm kind of tired. Like, this is a lot of work. But you're excited to see how far you can go. I really feel like that's the strat. And everybody's philosophy, mindset, beliefs, background, all this stuff's different. But for me, I really like just doing my work, because my work, I feel like, especially when I don't like it, it tests my beliefs and my mindset constantly. Same with the gym. Test your mental beliefs and mindset of like how far you can go, how far you can push yourself, how uncomfortable you can get. And learning to be uncomfortable and being okay with being uncomfortable is the thing that I think really mentally helps me just navigate like daily life stuff. So maybe it will help you if you challenge yourself. And that's the thing too is, and there's a ton of different like statistics to back this up. Like when people retire, like imagine your entire life, you're working at a job that's probably somewhat challenging, and you say you don't like the challenge, but you kind of enjoy the challenge, right? And when there's like a statistic where when people retire and they lose like their purpose of like their work, they usually die within a few years. And I think a lot of that is mental, and a lot of that too is just like we all need a purpose, right? And there's tons of different books about like finding your purpose and this and that. That's not what this video is about. But I'm just telling you guys, doing the work has really helped me, especially when it's like, man, like I don't know about this. Like I don't know about this. Like, you know, even like just some random stuff. Like I'm not gonna get into it too much, but just like philosophical questions about like say like why are we here, this and that. I feel like through the work you figure out what you want. Like you really like you say you want something, but then you start doing the work and you're like, dang, like you either figure out you really want it or you really don't want it, or it's not what you expected, but you only figure that out through the work. But I appreciate you guys if you watched this far. If you watched this far, comment, I don't know, comment yellow shirt. I don't know if you actually watched this far. But if this helps out one person out there, I'm absolutely happy. You might not like these takes. This is super controversial, but it's what worked for me. That's the only reason why I'm sharing it. I'm not telling you how to live your life, right? I'm just telling you what worked for me. That's what I like to do on this channel. I've had other videos that helped some other people, and they felt very grateful about it. And I'm a young man. I'm 26, or whatever. I still consider myself a young man. I'm 26. I was able to buy a house, and that was without daddy's money. That was without a good job, and it was purely through hard work and perseverance. The average age of a homeowner in the United States right now is, I believe, 59 years old. Absolutely crazy. And I make these videos to help. If there's one person I help on the other side, that's my goal. Because the thing is, I really do deeply care that as a society, we, like especially younger men, as a society, we're able to still withstand, even with all these other external factors that are really affecting us becoming the guys that we want to become. And it's making us feel way worse. And I've gotten to the point where right now I really like, honestly, I've been joking about, it's like, will I get a job again at some point? Probably not. Like, I've always done kind of basically freelance work my entire life. So I know people that have jobs can't make videos like this. So I like literally feel deep down that it's my obligation to just at least post a video about all these different things I'm encountering, because I know there's thousands of people out there that, like yourself, that are experiencing the same thing, but they can't talk up about it because they talk up about it, the work's gonna see their channel, yada yada, and then they're gonna get clipped. They're gonna get cooked. All right, so I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. If you have a comment or a suggestion you want me to talk about, let me know. This was really random, but I just felt the universe needed it. See you later.